So the bathrooms are going to be closed while I'm narrating, so if anybody has to go, we'd like you to ask you to go now, and then please, unless it's an emergency, try and hold until we're off for read. If anybody starts to feel uncomfortable, please go upstairs, go outside right away. Cindy's out there, she'll give you an IV, try and help you feel better. Now, as of 3 miles out, we're officially in federal waters. This is Molasses Reef at 7 miles out. 15 miles out, we're in federal waters. Now, you folks probably noticed different colors in the water when you came out here. You had some lighter blue waters and you had some darker blue waters. The lighter blue waters are due to like a sandy bottom. Dark blues are due to a turtle grass or a reef bottom. A lot of people think it has to do with the depth, but on the way out here, it's warm what's on the bottom. It'll give you the different color waters. Also, cloud cover up in the sky can give you some different color waters. Have you ever seen like a straight line, 2 different colors on either side? That's usually a current line, some type of tide line. Now, if you look outside right now, you see that white ball, you see that boat trying to put a rope on it right now. Those are called mooring balls. If you come out to the street on a boat, it's illegal to anchor out here, and you gotta tie your anchor line off to one of those white balls, like that boat's doing right there. And you definitely want to do it, because the first time you don't do it, it's a $250 ticket, and then they got the right to seize your vessel. So it's pretty serious out here. And you see, it's a federally protected reef. They got a saying out here: take only pictures and leave only bubbles. You're not allowed fish, steer, lobster, or anything like that out here. It's completely federally protected reef. Now, Molasses Reef got its name at the turn of the century. It's Jamaican cargo ship that crashed here, and it spilled a load of molasses all over. They used to have a bottling company, and you can smell it all the way to shore. This is the name Molasses Reef. Fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of the reefs get their names by the unfortunate captains that crashed on them or the cargo they were carrying. Another reef carrying some chickens, carrying a load of some chickens. Now, this reef is going to be anywhere from 2 feet deep to 65 feet deep, depending on where you are on the reef. Right over there, there's a Molasses tower over there. That tower, there's visual aid for boats, is only 2 feet deep there at low tide. Also, at night, there's sophisticated electronic equipment in there. So if you're looking at radars from the ship, we have the Gulf Stream 5 miles south here, the major freight shipping area. You can look at your radar at night, there'll be a reef over here. So the coolest thing that tower will do over there is if you're ever looking to do a dive trip out here, just Google Molasses Tower and it'll tell you the exact wave height and wind speed out here. All the dive shops will always tell you a beautiful day to go diving and snorkeling out here. But I promise you, if you got 6 or 8 foot swells, you don't want to be out here diving and snorkeling. And you can check it out for yourself just by Googling Molasses Reef. Now, this is the 3rd largest reef in the world, the largest reef, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's kind of like a banana-shaped reef around the continent of Australia. It's what you call a continuous reef. It's 1,000 miles of continuous reef around Australia. The reef you're on today is what's called a patch reef. It's a bunch of patches of reef like this one. Molasses here is 1 mile by 1/2 mile. That's how big the patch is. Picture 158 of these patches, starting in the Fort Lauderdale West Palm Beach area, about 6 to 8 miles offshore, coming all the way down, hugging the coast till we get here to Key Largo, then out to Key West and down to the Dry Tortugas. All in all, a little over 200 miles of reef, making it the 3rd largest reef in the world, the only living reef in North America, and the most dived and snorkeled reef in the world. Yes, and those little cotton balls that are going under it, those are jellyfish. Those are called chroma jellyfish. Clear, translucent like that. Now today we're going to be going over a lot of soft corals and a lot of hard corals. Soft corals are going to be anything down there that looks like plants. They're not plants, they're all soft corals, like the animals. And they swing back and forth in the water. It's all soft corals, not seaweed, they're corals. Now anything that's not moving that's colored, like the color rock down there, they're all hard corals. Soft corals are denoted, they're kind of like our hair and fingernails, they grow quickly and easily, where hard corals are kind of like stones in our bodies. Take the calcium out of the water and they grow very slowly. Some hard corals can take 5,000 years to grow, like a piece of brain coral. Now, as we go over over these patches of corals today. You want to keep your eyes peeled around the edges and in the cracks and crevices. That's where that's a parrotfish right there. You know, I just tell a parrotfish. They swim with their side pectoral fins. And their teeth are fused together like a parrot. That's why I call them parrotfish. So you want to keep your eyes around the edges and cracks and crevices on big chunks of reef, because that's where the nighttime predators like the sharks, the moray eels, squid, and crustaceous creatures like lobsters and crabs like to hang out. Now when we go over the white sandy areas, you want to keep your eyes peeled for stingrays. Stingrays like to bury themselves in sand. Usually you can just see the outline of their body, their eyes, or the barb of their tail. Now some of the soft corals out there that we're looking at, like we have right now, some sea fingers. We got sea fingers, sea feathers, sea fans, sea whips. Those would be your main soft corals that we'll be looking at. Now that stuff down there that looks like bones right now, or it looks like sticks down there, those are actually thousands of years old fossilized staghorn coral. So you're really looking at fossils down there, those are not sticks or anything. Staghorn coral that has fossilized. Now those parrotfish that we saw, parrotfish like to eat the algae off the reef. Inevitably, when they eat that algae, they get limestone. Now limestone has no nutritional value, and parrotfish have two little platelets in the back of the mouth. Anytime they get any limestone, they basically digest it. They grind it up and they poop it. They don't digest it. They grind it up and they poop it out like white sand. So basically, a 1 pound parrotfish can produce 1 ton of white sand a year. A 4 pound parrotfish can produce 4 tons of white sand. Let's pooping it out, grinding up that limestone down there. Well, we do get a lot of scientists and research vessels out here all the time studying the reef. Now, just north of here, a couple miles, we have Aquarius, which is a underwater sea habitat that you had people like Jacques Cousteau staying in last month for 31 days, trying to basically set a record for how long they stay in the water, expand some anyway. And those guys that do the research out here, they estimate 30% of the white sand on the reef out here is due to parrotfish poop. Go figure. They're looking for our white sandy beaches. Here they are. Out here in the reef area. Now the other thing that those parrotfish are known for, a lot of you folks have blown bubbles before with bubble gum. Probably seen that movie Bubble Boy a lot. But those parrotfish that we saw, they basically every single night, they blow a bubble with their own mucus, and it masks their scent from the other sharks, barracudas, and the predators. And they literally sleep in it, kind of like that movie Bubble Boy, and then they chew their way out of the morning. Every single night. Yeah. Now, if you guys go diving down here and you don't see any barracudas in front of you, you're definitely going to have a load of barracudas following you down here. This reef is loaded with barracudas. And they don't follow you for any malicious reason. They're really not looking to take a bite out of your foot or anything like that. But barracudas follow you around because inevitably while you're out here diving around on the reefs, you scare fish. And barracudas, they're known as the torpedoes of the reef. They can go from like 0 to 26 miles an hour and get their prey, but they get tired really easy. So they follow divers around. We scout stuff out, and then every time we scare a fish, they get a free lunch and they didn't have to do any work. That's why they follow you around right there. They're really smart. Another thing about barracudas is you see barracuda in a white sandy area, it can be silver or white, and they have the ability to change their skin pigmentation. They can literally go from a silver white color to over a darker patch of the reef, and they can change to a black or a brown and have like lines, vein stripes on them. So they're like chameleons. You can see them in one area and they can go to another area and completely change their look. Now, besides the, okay. Alright, excuse me folks. Can I take care of something?